Okay, these are video detail notes for customer Miller. This is Lowe's 727. Let me give you an overview of the room first. Basically, the tile that you see on the wall here is going to be removed and new sheetrock is going to be plugged into that. Talking to the customer, the measurements of the moldings around the doors would be the same, 2 1/4 inch moldings. So we've used the shadow pattern there around it to do their measuring today. That is the sink wall. There's the sink plumbing. Everything is going to fit fine inside of a 30 to 36 inch sink base with no problem. If you look here to the right, the dishwasher pigtail is there to the right of that. So we have everything we need for that part. Come around the corner here. You've got a small return, like an 8 or 9 inch return behind the door. The door is changing swing. The door is going to change to be a right hand swing from the outside. It will swing into the room. So make sure we're looking at that. Come around here. This was where the, I guess, dining room table or a kitchenette table was sitting. So they went ahead and filled in a doorway that was there. And if you look, there actually is a vent here on the floor. That had to be part of something as far as the toe vent of the cabinets if we decide to put cabinets on this wall. The light, of course, can go away. That's no problem. This is the part I really need you to look at. The header above, that beam above, is where I measured to because it is a common wall with this wall over here. All right, so that header above there from the inside, right above that corbel, from that corner right there to this corner there is one measurement. So even though that's in the middle of a doorway, the measurement is to the top of that header there, not the doorway width, okay? Just it's going to appear in the 2020 to be a small door, but that's fine. It's going to work as far as the width of the room then. Be able to tell how big your island can be. Now, come around the corner, your header opening, I give it as a doorway in the design that I've given you. And then you've got an open wall here on this wall. Now, the customer has decided to change the design he had originally, maybe get away from putting the cabinets on this wall because of the width of the room. They wanted to make sure that they have plenty of room for the island here in the middle. So they're going to take the island cabinets, the refrigerator wall cabinets, and put them on this wall, adjacent to the corner right before you go down the hallway. Now, when you turn this corner here, like I said, they're looking at these switches here on the end. They're looking at that one. That one as a receptacle will need to be moved down. This receptacle here will probably need to be omitted. And the receptacle width between this one and that one is 54 inches. So 2 base 30s, 15 inches deep, with 2 wall 1536s and a wall 3018 bridge cabinet would make a nice coffee bar right here. I kind of did that on the drawing to kind of give you an idea of that spacing. But if you wanted to put something here that wasn't as deep as regular kitchen cabinets and put some spacing for like a coffee bar, they already have the wire, which was the old range hood wire. They have that to use for a light above the coffee bar. And then you've got the 2 plugs right here that are already on a kitchen circuit to use as a coffee bar. So it works out real well. Last thing to talk about is the ceiling. The ceiling has an average height of 95 inches. This ceiling is an acoustic tile ceiling, which means that the acoustic tiles are on the ceiling on tracks. That's making your overall height a little bit lower. Plus, you can see they're in the process of adding tile to the floor, which is also taking up some space. So your average height in this room is 95 inches. We talked about maybe putting a trace back on the ceiling. See how this is a box here with the lighting hanging out of it? Maybe doing a trace box out of the matching material for the cabinets, doing a molding wrap on that, and then putting some LED downlights in those, some J-box type downlights as that island cloud to go above where the island is going to be at. Also talked to the customer about doing a cooktop that has a downdraft in the center of it. Again, these are acoustic ceiling tiles. They're going to be very easy to stain with fumes as far as smoke and soot, grease. It's going to be really hard to keep that clean without some type of air. But the good news is underneath this floor, there is an open basement area, so no problem getting to ductwork, no problem changing electrical. All that stuff should work out just fine as far as the island goes. Remember, an island to be in code has to have its own circuit branch, GFCI circuit branch. It also has to have its own receptacles on either end. So that's because it's over 5 feet, that island would have to have receptacles on either end of it. If you have any other questions, well, one more thing, I did measure to this window from that window trim, even though the cabinets are going to stop shorter of that. The original cabinets came to, looks like 60 inches. Let's see here. No, I'm sorry, 49. The original cabinets were 49 inches off of the window. So you do have a receptacle that's a little bit further than that. So around 54 inches past the window, this receptacle will be inside of that line. All right, if you have any other questions about this, give me a call at 423-650-1051. Thanks very much.